say yes when you mean yes, and say no when you mean no, and life becomes so much more easy, so much easier. Take which one? I never know which one, like easy, easier. Yes means yes, no means no, like really. And then that's it. Okay, bye. I was attending this wedding today, and it was a casual get-together outside, really easygoing party with good people, good food, and good music. And I didn't know many people there. I didn't even know who I will gonna know besides of the bride and the groom. And I was deciding, I got this invitation by text, and I was very honored that I was invited because I don't know them so well, but I like them very much. We organize this festival together, the Uhuru Festival. And I was like, wow, I'm invited. We have a strong connection, but we don't know each other so long. So yes, I'm coming to your wedding. And the wedding was a long distance away. Like I was 3 hours in the train and bus to go there and coming back. So 6 hours of public transportation only today. But I decided I want to go, and I go. I asked my husband, do you come? Because he likes him too. He doesn't know her so much. And he said no. And I learned that from my husband, like really, really a long time ago, when we married when I was 25, like 20 years ago. And then Ken came to Switzerland, and I assumed, as he is my husband, we do now everything together. And he attended all the weddings of my friends, our friends, after we got married, like first, and everybody got married, and maybe 6 weddings in, he was like, okay, listen, I'm not attending these boring parties anymore, and we won't have this big fat wedding you are dreaming of, so, and you can bring another guy or the cell phone to the church, I'm not coming, I go fishing. And that was his statement. And I was like, well, you are my husband. That's why you have to come to these weddings with me. And he said, no, I'm not your gorilla to show around. You've probably heard me telling this story already before. But I learned from him. If you only attend parties you really want to go, if you only babysit babies you really want to babysit, if you only bake cakes you really want to bake, and you don't say yes because you think you should have, or you should say yes, or you don't have another chance, then the yes means more. And if it's a no, it's like such a relief. Like, I'm not going to this party. Ken said nope, and I wasn't like sad that he's not coming with me. I wasn't upset, nothing. He is deciding for him, I'm deciding for me. I go, even though it's a long way, even though I don't know who's there, I go because I want to. And if you do just a little check-in, and I mean, I could talk an hour about this topic, and I won't because I'm super tired, I go to bed. But if you do a check-in with your yeses and your nos, today, tomorrow, next week, every time you say yes, or you want to say yes, you say, wait a moment, do I really want to say yes? It can be anything, at work, at home, with friends, with your neighbors. If you say yes, only say yes because you really mean it. And if it's not a hell yes, it's a no. Check in with yourself and notice how you feel like you appreciate yourself more. you appreciate your time more. And if it's a yes, it feels just better. It's not because you should, or you think you should, or you think somebody expects it from you. You say yes because you want to. And I learned that from my mama, and that was always very, very good to know. If I ask something and she says yes, it's a yes, and if it's a no, it's a no. I'd never had to second guess if she said yes, but she meant no, and now I have to calculate that maybe she meant a no, but she said yes, and now I have to take responsibility for her yes, because maybe she meant no. This is so complicated. And for example, when Mika was born, and I asked her, can you babysit this day or that weekend? And she said yes. I knew it's a yes for sure, and I don't have to second guess it 1 second. It's just a yes. And I work the same. If you ask me, can you babysit my 3 kids for the next weekend? I would love to go out with my husband. If I say yes, you can just go out and have the best time ever, and you don't have to check in with me if it's really okay, because when I say yes, I mean yes. If I say no, it's not because I don't like you. I mean, this is obviously an example, right? But check in with your yes and your no's. If you get asked from your bestie and you say no, if your bestie is offended and can't deal with your no, this might not be the best friendship, Saying no is just a no. Saying yes is a yes. And if you take better care of these little words and your intention behind it and really mean what you say, your life will be so much easier. I don't know if that is correct English, but you know what I mean. Check in for 1 week with your yeses and your nos, and you will notice a difference, I'm sure. Or maybe you're a pro yes sayer when you mean yes, and you say no when you mean no, and then please share your tips and tricks and insights about that, because I think life and the whole world would benefit a lot from this if we are more intentional and say yes when we mean yes and say no when we mean no. That's it for today. I really need and want to go to bed. I would love to hear your questions in the DMs or in the comments, your insights, your own opinion on that. Let's drop the saying yes when we mean no and saying no when we mean yes, because everything is simpler, better, easier, and just clearer when we say what we mean. No codes, no hidden messages. Just say what you mean. I love you. Good night from Switzerland, and have a great, great weekend. We will see each other tomorrow. Bye.